Hey guys, Michael Lederer with True Trading Group, November 30th. This is a very important video. Now, today's a special day. Not just because I made 37% on 2 trades, but there are 3 trades in particular today that can teach you 3 completely different lessons on 3 completely different setups. And I'm going to walk you through all 3. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video than I usually do, but trust me guys, this is a video you're going to want to watch until the end. Take out a notebook, a pen or paper, take some notes down, because this is going to be one of the most informative videos that I've made in a while. And I'm going to start with this MYSZ. My first trade of the day was actually a losing trade. I actually lost 0.8% on the trade, so basically a non-event. I really was kind of basically flat on the trade. But let's get right to this MYSZ. Okay, after the stock gaps up and puts in that initial morning high at $1.11, you see it pull in and then break that high on an increase in volume. When that happens, we look for that previous morning high to become support, right? Great. There it is. There was that area becoming support. I got long MYSZ right here at $1.17. Okay. Shortly after my entry, the stock breaks the high of the day. The new high was $1.24 right here. It then broke that high and put in a new high of $1.28. Good, right? You'd be the minutes following the stock making a new high, you'd be excited thinking this is great. The stock made a new high. It's strong. What happened next in MYSZ was something that, and this is what this lesson is going to be about, was a bearish signal the stock gave me that made me immediately come on live audio in chat and say, guys, I have a very short leash on this MYSZ right now. And people are like, but Mike, it just made a new high. Why? What are you talking about? And it's because a bearish signal that I recognize in MYSZ right here. What is that? When a stock breaks the high of the day and then very quickly pulls all the way back in to retest the support level that I just bought in front of. The reason why I bought MYSZ was because this support level was intact. It was holding. Okay? When the stock breaks the high like that and then pulls all the way back down to retest that support level, that is a bearish signal. Okay? That's what made me come on live audio and say, and to let everyone know that I have a very short leash with this MYSZ. I'm not that confident about the trade anymore. If I see one more sign of weakness, guys, I'm getting out of the trade. My stop loss at the time was, I think, $1.07. Okay, so right around, oh, wow, it was right there. Right here, okay, was my stop loss. I'm in from $1.17. Next, you see MYSZ start to slow down in trading volume. This was bearish signal number 2. So although, yes, the support level was holding, as soon as I saw that pull in, guys, I didn't exit the trade right away because when it touched that support level, it bounced off it very quickly. Okay, it went all the way back up to 122. Okay, so it touched it, bounced back up to 122. So, all right, you know what? That support is still strong. The support's still in place. I'm going to stay in the trade, but it's got a short leash. Then I started to see the volume very quickly dropping off. Look at this. Look at that volume right there. That's sad volume. That's really, really light volume, guys. And then again, here. Okay? Just very, very light volume. Once I saw how quickly the volume was dying out, that's what made me come on. And I sent out a sell alert right here at $1.16. Lost 0.8% on the trade. And then about 20 minutes later, you see the stock broke down, support broken, and the stock just sold off all the way down to a low of 91 cents. This lesson is about recognizing bearish signals when a stock gives it to you. And the one that I want you to focus on the most is when a stock breaks the high of the day and then pulls all the way back in quickly to retest the support level that you just bought in front of. That was the first bearish signal that MYSZ gave me, and what allowed me to recognize then the volume dying out and what made me exit the trade at $1.16. There's a couple of people in chat that were still long. They're like, oh, well, the support level's holding. I'm staying on to the trade. And yes, normally this is a TTG triangle pattern. Guys, you see lower highs, the stock bounces off the support level. But it was this bearish signal coupled with the rapidly decreasing volume that made me realize that this stock is weakening. Okay? And then bang, support's broken and the stock just rolls over and falls apart. Recognize those bearish signals because they will save you a lot of money. It caused me to sell at $1.16 versus selling at $1.07. And those percentages add up, and they add up quickly. All right, so that's it with MYSZ. Next will be my very next trade in CIE, and this was picture perfect beauty, guys. I came on in our pre-market game plan when I speak about my game plan for the day, what stocks I'm watching, and what my plan is for these stocks, and what I'm going to look for them to do, and how I'm going to go about trading them. What's my strategy? What's my game plan? I came on CIE and I spoke about the stock at the time was gapping above the previous day's high. Okay, CIE had resistance at 55 cents the day prior. Yes, it spiked through 55 cents right here very quickly. Okay, just tailed through it. But then you can see for the whole rest of the day, follow my mouse right here. You can see the whole rest of the day was not able to get back above 55 cents. That was an area of resistance for the stock. When it gapped above that today, right here, when I spoke about pre-market game plan was, guys, look for 55 cents to now act as support now that we're gapping above that resistance level. As soon as the stock gapped up, it started to slowly pull in, touched 55 cents, and shot right back up to 59. Immediately shot back up to 59. This takes me to lesson number 2. When you're looking to identify a support level, pay very close attention to how the stock reacts once it reaches that support level. You want to see a stock touch support, test it, and then quickly get off of it. You don't want to see a stock come down to support, touch it, and just kind of sit there and sit there and sit there. That shows lack of aggressive buying. That's why the share price is not going up. It's just going sideways. Okay? When you see a stock come down, touch support, just like you see right here, it touched support and then quickly shot up. That's showing you aggressive buying is stepping in front of that support level. That's why the price went from 55 all the way back to 59 in minutes. Okay? It happened very quickly. That is what you want to see out of a support level. Once I saw that, I entered the trade right here at 58.2, 0.582. Okay, the stock ends up breaking the high of the day, which at the time was 59, on a nice strong increase in volume. So we draw a line right across that 59, that previous high right here. Okay, broke it on strong volume, pulls in, gives you one quick little test of that support, bang, bounces off that support, support's in place, and boom, the stock explodes all the way up, putting in a high of 77 cents. I took profit at 67 cents for a 15% gain right here, and I took profit at 74 cents right here for a 27% gain. Awesome, awesome trade today. I just love it when a plan comes together. Everything I spoke about in the pre-market game plan happened perfectly with that 55 cent support level. And that's the lesson from CIE is identifying a strong support level. When a stock comes down, touches it, and quickly bounces off it. You don't want to see a stock come down, touch support, and just sit there. Okay, you don't want it to be lazy. You don't want a lazy stock at support. You want it to touch it and get off. And that's what caused me to pull the trigger on CIE, and I caught a 27% gain because of it. I'll take that any day of the week. All right, my next Our third and final lesson comes in NOG. Okay. Pan out. Okay. NOG. That's aftermarket. We can get rid of that. All right. So here's NOG. Okay. I came on live audio right here, and I said, "Hey guys, keep your eyes on NOG." Because it looks like it's setting up for a move in the afternoon. If it breaks through the high of the day, which at the time was $1.64, so I actually said if it breaks through $1.65, you could see momentum kick into the stock because that's a significant resistance level for the stock. This takes me to lesson number 3. When you are trying to identify resistance, okay, use significant resistance levels that are on a daily chart line up with like the high of the day on an intraday, you can use that as a trigger, because when significant resistance is broken, you oftentimes get momentum that kicks into a stock and takes it higher. Okay, when significant levels of resistance are broken. How did I know this was an area of significant resistance? Let's go to the daily chart. Here's your daily chart on NOG. Okay, and you can see very clearly this $1.60 area was one support all the way back here in 2016. It was once again support in May and June of 2017. And then after that support was broken to the downside, it became resistance and the stock sold off all the way down. Let's fast forward now. Let's zoom in till today, or let's do 3 days ago. You see on this day here, the stock spiked up and look, it found resistance at that same resistance area. I'll zoom in further. It spiked up, found resistance at that same area, and then pulled away. And then here it is again. Stock high of the day, right up here against that resistance level, and then pulls away. So that resistance was still in place. Look what else we have forming here, though. You see this yellow line on my screen. That's the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average will always act as an area of resistance or support if the stock's above or below the 200-day. When you have the 200-day moving average converging on a resistance area on the daily chart, that is going to be significant resistance. If that area is broken to the upside, you will most likely see momentum kick into the stock and take the stock higher. Okay, this was a very similar trade to my ITUS that I made a few months ago, where I made $10,000 on ITUS. Go back and look at that video. Just go to the YouTube channel and the blog and just search for ITUS or search $10,000, whatever, and you'll find the video. Watch it. This is a very similar situation with that 200-day moving average and a resistance level creating significant resistance, where I was able to catch a move that where we broke through significant resistance and momentum kicked in and the stock went flying and I made 10 grand in one day. Okay. It was a great day, obviously. And now let's go back to the intraday chart. So now that we know that's an area of significant resistance, look at the high of the day. The high of the day is $1.64, right there. Okay, but you can see the stock is not shying away from this level. You can see it's testing it again here. It tested it again here. Okay, the stock didn't touch resistance and then just completely fall apart and just sell off the whole rest of the day. It hung in there. And that's why I said you got to watch this stock, guys. It's not shying away from significant resistance. If it breaks through it, we're going to see some momentum kick in. Sure enough, around 2:30, you see the stock starting to see an increase in volume as it creeps higher and approaches the high of the day. That's your first clue. When you start to see the little increase in volume like that, as the stock makes its way higher, that's your first sign. Okay, then the stock broke through the high of the day right here on a nice strong increase in volume, and then it gave you one little pullback for good measure to test that significant resistance area is now support, and then you see huge momentum kicks into the stock and the stock goes flying. Okay, all the way up to $1.93, and volume started pouring in. It's not a coincidence, guys. It's because significant resistance level was broken. And when that happens, you see momentum kick into a stock. And that's our third and final lesson for today. Please watch this video again. Go back over the lessons. They're very important lessons that you guys can learn from that can really, really help better your trading and help you progress as a trader. I'll see you guys tomorrow.